Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and in this video we are going to talk about the finer details of Mozart's Rondo alla Turca. Now, we are going to break this song up into 5 sections, starting with section 1, then 2, then 3, then a variation of section 2, and then finally a coda. Without further ado, let's start with section 1. Okay, section 1, here we go, starting off kind of quiet. And loud, quiet, loud again. Okay, one thing I want to make sure you do is play the song nice, light, and fluffy. You do not want to be playing it loud because one, it's really hard, especially when you have all of these fast 16th notes you have to play, and they kind of run into each other and they kind of clump up and it gets a little muddy. So you want to make sure that you are playing it nice and light. Okay, so let's go on to the next section, starting nice and loud, quiet, loud, quiet, quiet, building up. Okay, another thing that I want to talk to you about is left hand. Do not overpower your left hand. It's very tempting, especially for this part, to just bang at the piano, but you do not want to do that because you'll drown out the melody with your right hand. Okay, so make sure you have a nice level balance with both hands. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so that's pretty much it for section 1. Okay, so section 2 is going to be very grand and very loud, and we're going to utilize the pedal for this with a nice light pedal. Pedal clear. Pedal clear. Pedal clear. Pedal clear. Pedal clear. Repeat. And we do the D section again. And that's pretty much it for section 2. Okay, section 3, here we go. Now, like I said in section 1, make sure you keep this song nice and light. It'll be a lot easier. Okay, for that part that I just played, I'm going to play the right hand just so I can show you how I really go a little bit quieter when I move down and get a little bit louder when I move up. Okay, let's move on. Then back. And that is section 3. Great, we are now on the second variation of section 2. Now, in my opinion, I think this is by far the hardest part of the song. Now, the only difference that I like to add to is I create a heavier pedal because we're getting closer to the end and we're really wrapping things up here. Okay, now it's going to take some time to really clean it up. Even myself made a few mistakes there showing it to you, but after you get it nice and cleaned and nice and loud, it's going to sound wonderful. So that's pretty much it for this section. Okay, great. We get to work on the coda now. As far as the pedal, you're going to keep the nice heavy pedal that you had for the second variation, and the rhythm is going to stay nice and sturdy. As well, for the most part, it's going to be very grand and end with a big bang. Next part, you're going to ease off a little bit. Back to the nice grand loud. Finish it off. And that is the end of this song.